visuals, and welcome back to another edition of the Sleeping Bulbasaur. You guys all thought I was going to say Digimon because it's like the funniest meme ever on a Pokemon channel. No, it's the Sleeping Bulbasaur. Get the fuck out of here. No, hello and welcome back. I think I just spat up a bit of my cheesy meatball. I'm disgusted. Welcome back to Pokemon Thursday, the day of the week we talk about anything that slightly involves Pokemon, and we're doing another comic book character has a Pokemon team, but visuals. There's two things to address here. I still cannot remember, because I have done this before. I've gone back and forward. I can't remember if I originally intended this miniseries to be a Superhero Wednesday category or a Pokemon Thursday category. I've quite literally dipped in between. I guess technically it doesn't matter because it's involving and entwining the two. But I can't fucking remember. And also, I've gone back and looked and I haven't seen one, but I can't remember if I've done a team for this character yet. Some of my head says I have, but I've gone back through the videos and I can't see it. But I am very good at overlooking stuff on a list. I quite literally did it today. I swear to God, at work, overlooked something at a list. Apologies if I have, and I wonder if I do the same team. I do. But it's Pokemon Thursday. We're going to give a team of 6 Pokemon to a certain iconic, legendary comic book character from any comic. It doesn't have to be Marvel or DC. This week it is Marvel. But it can be from any comic book of all time in history of comics ever. I think next time I do this video, I actually going to make sure I go out my way to make sure it's not a Marvel. Marvel or DC is so easy because obviously they're probably 85 to 90% of the comic book related shit in my house and comic book related shit I love. I'd say so. But we're going to do a non-Marvel or DC character next week because I do have some great comics from non-Marvel or DC. But anyway, this week we are in Marvel and we're going to take a look at one of the most iconic and famous and legendary characters from the pages of Marvel himself, and it's Wolverine. That's right, visuals. We're going to take a look at Wolverine and give him 6 Pokemon based on my feelings, thoughts and opinions and assumptions of him as a character with his unique abilities, his characteristics, his personality. We're going to give him 6 Pokemon. But the best thing about this miniseries is there's a few of you that really like, did I say that way? A few of you that really love this miniseries inside of the channel. And there's a lot of you that watch this miniseries that give so much better answers, and I always say, why the fuck don't they do these videos? They are clearly better than me. But again, obviously, it's still subjective anyway. You see a character how you see a character, and it's great to get in the comments and debate. Like James quite often will say, "What I like this for them," and there's always just so much fucking great stellar answers. So I'm looking forward to who you put in here, James, and anyone else that wants to comment. I cannot wait to see who you give Wolverine as a 6 Pokemon. But should we get in and see who I give Wolverine for his 6 Pokemons? After a coffee swag, I don't think I've ever had dry mouth after cheesy meatballs and pasta, which is what I've just had for dinner. By the way, I've mentioned it in every video, I might as well mention it again now. Do you like my Hulk tattoo? Rawr. And kicking us off is a unique one. I've tried to go for the more vulnerable side of Wolverine for these Pokemon because I really do enjoy that, because every comic book character has a very vulnerable side, but Wolverine seems to have a extremely vulnerable side in terms of scars from the past, and we'll get into that in a sec. But I've gone for Cubone. Now Cubone, you might think, well, what the hell's Cubone got anything to do with Wolverine? But Cubone to me has always been somewhat of a lonely Pokemon, and Wolverine throughout most of his time in comics, obviously not every time, he's been by the X-Men and stuff, and Avengers, but quite often, even inside of a team, he's always felt quite alone and lonely, and even though he's surrounded by people or mutants or other fellow heroes, he still felt alone, because obviously his past was ripped from him. He's a person in the present, but doesn't feel like he belongs because he can't remember what was before him. I fucking love that metaphor. Also, there's a big thing for like Cubone wearing his scars or her scars of the past. That being the past, if you know, if all the theories and whatnot are to be believed, the head of its mother, of the thing that give it birth, and it's wearing a constant reminder and a scar of its past, like Wolverine is quite literally on his body. Is the adamantium is a scar technically from his past. And I love that. I think that really does entwine somewhat quite well. Yes, Wolverine does get a starter, because I like to try and give every comic character a starter. Sometimes it doesn't work, but Wolverine definitely does have a starter Pokemon, and it is Froakie all the way into Greninja. Why? Wolverine's illustrious history with ninjas. And the fact that Greninja, well, I put some more notes here. Oh, Japanese. Greninja being a ninja, ninjas being Japanese. And again, Wolverine's illustrious history with Japan. I'll put like a picture of a famous Wolverine image with ninjas and shit somewhere. But yeah, it's a nice easy one. I needed to give them a starter. And this just makes so much perfect sense. Ninjas, Japan. Wolverine's fought with plenty of ninjas, fought alongside plenty of ninjas. And it's fought in Japan, and for a while against Japan. This one, like, really think about this one. Again, just like Cubone, at first it seems stupid, but I fucking adore this one. I really, really friggin' adore this one. I went for Spiritomb. Now, Spiritomb, I'm thinking, what the fuck? Again, like Cubone, what's that got to do with Wolverine? Spiritomb is a combination of different ghosts. It's different ghosts from different eras and whatever, from the past, all together to be Spiritomb in the present. Now, Wolverine, even before and after the adamantium and the memory loss, Wolverine is constantly haunted by the past. He's haunted by the past of not remembering. He's haunted by the past of past lovers, the past of people that have died before him, Jean, Cyclops sometimes, fellow Avengers. He's constantly haunted by people that he's killed. He's constantly haunted by people that have died that he's not necessarily killed, but they've impacted his life. He's constantly haunted and chased by his pasts and ghosts of people and ghosts of the past. And for me, the metaphor and the symbolism, just like Cubone, it fits so friggin' well. Spiritomb is a collective of hauntings in one body or form. And Wolverine is a constant walking body of history and a past and how old he is and who he's seen die and who he's killed and what he's killed and why he's killed. All of this coming back to haunt him constantly on a daily basis. And which adds to the loneliness aspect. That, for me, that is just poetically beautiful. Gyarados. Again, I've touched to a bit of his sort of like attribute-y sort of who he is as a person. I've gone for the Berserker mode here. The Magikarp element into Gyarados, I guess. Wolverine always protects the weak. Weak Magikarp evolves into strong Gyarados. There's something there. But it's Gyarados' anger and its rage. Gyarados is one of the most angriest Pokemon. Not the most. I mean, Primate might be more arguably angry. Mewtwo's quite angry. But anyway, Gyarados is extremely angry. He's constantly got an angry face. And although he has a big tie with Japan, Gyarados in the story of the Magikarp is a Chinese tale. But I guess I'm going to still wing it. It's still Asia. His attachment with Asia, I'm going to chuck that in there. But I needed an angry Pokemon. I think I might have actually got two. Yeah, I kind of got two Pokemon here to dwell on the angriness. But I needed something that hit hard, that told a great story from weak young pup, even though it's a fish, into a sea serpent, but weak young pup into a big, strong Wolverine sea serpent, to symbolise these two angry. So he's in Berserker mode, giving it it's clawing along, and beside him will be his Gyarados, giving it hyper beams and giving it fucking whatever he wants to do, a fucking crunch or whatever. Again, it's another two that I think poetically is justified. Stood there side by side, even if he wanted to Mega Evolve. Berserker mode, Wolverine, side by side with a just going absolutely nuts. Been forced to evolve too early, Lake of Rage, shiny Magikarp if you want, chucking out hyper beams and stuff, going nuts together, both in their own sort of versions of a Berserker barrage. Yeah. I've gone for Alolan Sandslash. Now, again, you might say, why Alolan Sandslash? First thing that sticks out is claws. Yes, Wolverine has phrase. Sandslash just has the two. Why don't you go for Cantonian? Well, if you're a big comic book reader and you're a big Wolverine fan and you've read a lot of Wolverine comic books, throughout fucking ever and ever and ever, Wolverine has been spotted and pictured inside of snow so many times. He's hunted in snow, he's been hunted in snow, he's fought in snow, he's bled in nearly kind of for him, passed out and not died because obviously it's Wolverine, even though you know, he has died from the adamant fall. Anyway, a lot of shenanigans for him has happened in the snow. There's a lot of, again, I'll put a picture up. There's a lot of iconic imagery of him in Japan, against ninjas, and also in the snow. I have so many comic covers of him. Even like his old man Logan in the snow. So, Sandslash, Alolan Sandslash covers with the claws. It covers with the ice, snow. But it also covers with the metal element. We needed something to signify his, well, adamantium, but something metal from the Pokemon world, that being the steel typing. And of course, it fit perfectly. Claws, steel, snow. Perfect. And finally, it's, who have we got? Who the fuck have we got? Mytiana. Mytiana, we've gone for as our final Pokemon. Nothing really to do with the dark typing. It's just, okay, Wolverine, even though Wolverine isn't based on a wolf, again, a lot of iconic imagery with wolves. And I know Mytiana is basically, if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure he's more based on a hyena, but he's a pack animal. We've seen Wolverine being a different species of animal, but gather up a dog pack, a wolf pack. So, you know, we'll take the, it's not really supposed to be a wolf, but he's not really a wolf, but he's led, you know, packs, and he's led packs together shenanigans. I could see him basically running through the snow, charging at ninjas with Greninja and his pack of Mytiana behind him. I can so see that. It works so well. Wolverine also, again, you got the anger aspect for this. Mytiana is quite, not as angry as Gyarados, I wouldn't say, but it's an angry Pokemon. I bet you, even if you Google it, I bet if you Google the top 25 angry Pokemon, I bet you might be in there somewhere. I guess the dark aspect, kind of, because Wolverine can go and has gone to dark places. But it's more the pack. Mytiana could stand on its own, do its own thing, but it always has a pack, and can always have a pack if he needs to fall upon. And his pack obviously would be the X-Men, or Avengers, but you know, the X-Men. So his X-Men is his pack. Mytiana has his pack. Dog, even though Wolverine's not a dog. I could have easily gone for a wolf Pokemon, I guess, but for whatever reason, I can, like, close your eyes now, just close your eyes, visuals, and picture it. Who do you see stood next to Wolverine more? One of the Lycanrocs, whether it be dusk, midnight, or midday, or do you see Mytiana? For me personally, Mytiana fits that mold a lot better. The Lycanroc, I'm shutting my eyes picturing it. The Mytiana, the Lycanrocs seem, even though I love them as designed Pokemon, I think they're fantastic, but for Wolverine, they're too cartoony, look too gimmicky. Whereas Mytiana, you could pass off, like, you could picture that and say, oh, it's a real animal. Somebody not 3D, but like printed it out and did a, you know, live action version. You put that in, you can say, oh, I'm going to pass off as a live animal. The Lycanrocs, you could tell, look a bit more mythical and a bit more shenanigans. But yeah, I think Mytiana works really well. And that's his last Pokemon. So below somewhere, visuals, well, below is only one place below. Below we should have a team of 6 Pokemon alongside their trainer, Wolverine. Should we do something we've never really done? Should we go through a little, sorry, well, first of all, say we've got Cubone in there, we've got Alolan Sandslash, we've got Spiritomb, we've got Greninja, Mytiana, and Gyarados. Let's do a little, right, who does he get first? Right, he gets his Greninja first, and then we go down the road. We'll just say we're in the, I don't know, we're in the Sinnoh region, seeing as Arceus has just come out. Well, that's how you see the region. He's in Sinnoh, who cares? And yeah, he gets his Greninja, then along the line, he sees his Cubone, so that's his first 2. Then he catches a Magikarp, Gyarados, that's his first 3. Then he finds Mytiana, then Gyarados, then Spiritomb. That's the order he found his Pokemon in. We've never done that before, and I don't think we'll do it again. It didn't, there was no need. There's his Pokemon. Visuals, now the fun part comes, because I get to put this video together, I get to upload it in a couple of weeks' time, once it's time and scheduled, and I get to look at the comments, and fingers crossed at least one of you, James hopefully, says, I like this, I don't like this is what I would have put in, and you would have great answers, because as much as you're Pokemon fans watching a Pokemon Fans video, you're also, a lot of you, comic book and superhero fans. So visuals, there's my team for Wolverine. Did you like Wabuski? Let me know in the comments below who I should do next. Ideally, if you do suggest someone, I mean, you can suggest anybody, but I'm going to try and make it non-Marvel or DC next. But whoever you want. And apart from that, visuals, thank you so much for watching. You guys are literally the best. We'll just keep being you, and keep on, keep it out.